and welcome back to Firsthand Globetrotting. Montreal is an incredible multicultural city, so it has some amazing restaurants with influences from all around the world. But it also has some of its own delicious specialties that you're definitely going to want to try. So in this video, I'll show you 4 of my favorite Montreal foods that you need to sample while you're there. Since restaurants come and go, and their quality can change between visits, I'm going to focus more on the foods themselves instead of where to get them. But since these are all Montreal favorites, you'll be able to find them at places all over town. To start, there's the Montreal smoked meat sandwich. They take beef brisket, cure it in some delicious seasonings, let it sit for a while, and then smoke it. The meat itself is tasty enough, but you usually get it cut into strips and then piled between slices of rye bread with a little mustard. It's a deli favorite, and they usually pack a lot of meat into the sandwiches, so make sure you're hungry. Next up are Montreal bagels. You've probably had bagels before, but there's something special about these ones. Comparing them to New York bagels, these ones are smaller and thinner, so there's a bigger hole in the middle. They boil them in honey water before baking them in wood fire ovens, which gives them a crunchy outside and a soft, sweet inside. Especially if they're fresh, they taste so good you don't need any toppings. The next thing you have to have is Poutine. This is probably the most famous Canadian snack food, and you're pretty much guaranteed to find the best poutine in French-Canadian cities like Montreal. It's really simple: French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Definitely not very healthy, but it's just so good you're going to want to eat a lot of it. And if you want to mix 2 of my recommendations together, you can even find poutine topped off with smoked meat. My last recommendation is to get a Montreal-style hot dog called a Steamy. As you can probably tell from the name, it's a steamed hot dog, but the toppings are what make it unique. You'll get traditional things like onion and maybe some mustard and relish, but then it's loaded with coleslaw. The taste and crunch and texture of the coleslaw really gives a Steamy its distinctive flavor and sets it apart from other hot dogs. So those are the 4 things you should definitely try when you visit Montreal: Montreal smoked meat, Montreal bagels, poutine, and steamy hot dogs. The great thing about them is that they're all such well-known Montreal foods that you'll have no trouble tracking them down. You can find smoked meat in nearly every deli or restaurant that serves sandwiches. Every bagel you come across in town will be Montreal style. Just about every fast food spot, pizza place, or casual restaurant will have poutine. And you can find steamy hot dogs at diners all over town. If you have any questions about these foods, ask me in the comments. And while you're at it, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. On Instagram, I'm Firsthand Globetrotting. On Twitter, I'm Firsthand Globe. Follow me on there. And don't forget, it's an incredible world out there, so pick up your passport and do some firsthand globetrotting of your own.